know what a success this is, and I want more people to know how it happened, how it keeps going, and how we can do more to make manufacturing really the key it must be to restore the middle class, to provide working families the opportunities that are deserved. So coming here is a great honor for me. I was across the street in 2008. I was there then to see what was being done here with Humvees. I was with Evan Bayh, and Evan and I were both on the Armed Services Committee. So it was a kind of field trip to meet the people who were building Humvees for our men and women in uniform. I am absolutely thrilled to join my voice with Joe's in praising the management and union of this plant, because together you have proven that we can make it in America. And not only that, export to the rest of the world. Joe, thank you. Joe's voice, his energy, his tenacity in Washington is just legendary. He fights every single day, and if I'm so fortunate enough and honored to be your president, I can't wait to work with him, because we will get a lot done to help make sure Indiana remains at the forefront of manufacturing. 1 in 5 jobs in this state are in manufacturing, and that is a higher percentage than you will find in most places. So you have figured out what needs to be done, and I want to be your partner to make it go even further. So thank you. Andy's enthusiasm, Howard's enthusiasm, you know, they're practically levitating. They get so excited talking about what's happening here. I want to thank Joe Taylor, president of the oldest UAW local in America. Yeah. And Joe said it was the first time he's ever seen you in a tie, Joe. You look pretty good. But that's another part of this story. The oldest UAW local, a new, creative idea about how to build vehicles here on contract, as well as the ones that you created yourself, like the MV1, and then to export them. I mean, just in a nutshell, you heard what Andy said. You have Mercedes-Benz vehicles, a German company's vehicles, being made here in this great American plant and being exported to China. So that proves if we're smart and we are determined, we can outwork and outcompete anybody, anywhere. And that is my goal. I also want to thank you for coming up with the MV1. Erica just was showing me how it works. What a remarkable invention. Providing dignity, mobility to people with disabilities. And I am thrilled that I got to see that firsthand. And Erica, you are the best salesperson that this company could have to make the case. I'm here not only to applaud you and to thank you, because what you're doing here, I think, is a great model. You're the only company, as Andy told me, that is a contract assembler in the United States. And you have shown it can be done. Now here's what I want to do. I want to make sure that we revitalize manufacturing. I want us to have a manufacturing renaissance in America. There are too many voices, and you hear them, I hear them, who act as though manufacturing can no longer be done in our country, and I absolutely disagree with that. But it won't happen by our wishing it to happen. It will happen because of the hard work that you see here in this plant and the cooperation between management and labor. That's what I want to see more of in our country. There's no doubt in my mind we can do this. So what I have been proposing as part of my manufacturing renaissance is, number one, we've got to support organized labor and the skilled workers that unions represent. Because that is actually one of our big advantages. Because when we have a workforce like this, that's how we outcompete anybody. And an organized workforce with the kind of skills and training that goes into a plant like this is an asset. Too many people are, I think, misunderstanding or ignoring how important that is. There are too many voices right now in our country and in our economy who don't see what I see, which is workers are one of the principal assets of our economy, and for any business, they are the top asset. So we've got to do more with apprenticeships and training and skills that will give us the next generation of manufacturing workers. I also want to be clear about how I intend to support making vehicles like the ones I just saw here in the United States. One of the reasons why I wanted to come here is that roughly 100,000 people in Indiana, 100,000 jobs are supported by the auto industry. So you've got 1 in 5 workers associated with manufacturing, and you have 100,000 jobs associated with the auto industry. And over the last 7 years, U.S. automakers of all kinds have come roaring back. And you see that here, but I see it in lots of other places. Now that was another partnership. We all remember how bad things were in 2008 and 2009. I voted, and I'll tell you, I'm very happy I did. I voted to provide the money to support the American auto industry, to get them through that terrible period. Because as Andy was saying, you have 1,400 jobs here and what, another 3,000 in the supply chain. Think of the jobs and all the families those jobs support. I don't know where we would be if we had walked away from the auto industry, as many were urging the government to do. I was against that. My esteemed opponent in this primary, he voted not to provide the funding the auto industry needed. I really believed then, and I believe now, we're all in this together. And when one part of our economy, when one group of workers are down, it's in our interest to try to help them get back up. And that's what you have shown us how to do. I want to take the model you have here and take it national. So here's what I proposed. I have a plan for $10 billion to bring workers, unions, businesses, universities, the government at all levels, federal, state, and local together, to create new manufacturing jobs. It will go hand in hand with what I call the Manufacturing Renaissance Tax Credit, to encourage investments in communities that are hit hard because of downturns in the economy. I wouldn't be standing here advocating for this if I did not believe it was possible. I know we can do this together. And I know that examples like what we see here shows us the path forward. I'm running for president, not to live in the White House again. It's a nice place, don't get me wrong. I'm running for president because I want our country to fulfill its promise to every single American. The promise that we have inherited that will give us a chance to really take advantage of the basic bargain that I was raised to believe in. If you work hard and you do your part, you can get ahead and you can stay ahead. And you can have the opportunity to see your kids do even better. And your grandkids do even better than that. That's what I want us to believe in again. So if we do what I see here on a much broader level, I'm absolutely confident that America's best years could still be ahead of us. There are a lot of negative voices out there, I know that, I hear them. It's not enough to diagnose the problem, you gotta come up with solutions. You know, you all could have just been so depressed. You saw what happened in 08 and 09, it was dark. Everybody could have been really upset, really angry, really frustrated and disappointed. I wouldn't blame you, nobody would. But anger is not a plan. What you get when you bring people together to say, what are we going to do, is a plan. And that's what happened here. So when people say to me, well, you know, we're not going to be able to keep it going, I'm going to say, you come and you see what I saw. And you talk to the workers and the union members and the management, and you come away with a lot of hope and enthusiasm for what we can do if we start working together again. I am going to do everything I can to unify our country over all the lines that divide us. Because we will not be the country we should be if we don't do that. So places that have division between management and labor, they need to come here and see how it's done. Places that don't believe we can do this, that our best days are behind us, they need to come here. So I'm going to do everything I know how to do to make sure manufacturing is at the core of regaining prosperity, rebuilding the middle class, and providing every person in this country, particularly every child, the chance to live up to his or her God-given potential. Thank you all very much.